Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are delving into the past for you today. We're going to start this reading out with a person from your past. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back in time at first. And we're going to see what was in the mind of this person when this all went by the wayside. We may read about the same person we've been reading about from your past, or we may pick up on a whole different set of Libras. So just take what resonates, and if it's not your story today, then catch me next time or catch the previous one, okay? So at any rate, Libra gang, here's what we're going to do first. We're going to go back in the past, like I said, and see what was in the mind of your person, their thoughts, their feelings at the time that this thing went by the wayside, okay? What were they thinking, okay, Libra gang? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Libra gang. Let's see what your person was thinking. Let's move this other deck out of the way. All right. Well, there was definitely emotion here. This is an intense connection, Libra gang, as is the case with many of these past readings. And I have got deception and sneakiness here on somebody's part, okay? Probably your person, you know, that's kind of how that rolls, okay? And they definitely were acting withdrawn, okay? And perhaps combative. I think they were overburdened about this thing, maybe a little bit too, or a lot, okay? I think they were well aware that you were coming to the table with equal give and take, okay? In their mind, okay, one of you was sneaky and deceptive, the other one coming to the table with equal give and take, okay? I'm pretty sure that for the most of you, this was you coming to the table with equal give and take, and then them being the sneaky sort, okay? Combative, maybe a lot of drama here. You've got the Five of Swords though, and the Seven of Swords, okay? It's almost like confirming sneakiness and deception, even without confirming it, without pulling a clarifier, if you will. It's kind of interesting because, like I said, I do think that there was a lot of emotion here. You've got the Two of Cups, okay? And certainly there was some thoughts that this thing, at least at some point, was going to be lasting. But obviously, for whatever reason, this person withdrew. And I think they were a bit combative, or maybe there was a lot of drama, okay? A lot of drama associated with this behavior, okay? And perhaps a little immaturity. There could have been family problems and problems with children associated with this as well. I don't really know what the deception was about based on what I'm seeing. Certainly family or money or some sort of irresponsible behavior with this Page of Pentacles here. Maybe financially irresponsible. I don't have my third party card. That I'm not saying it wasn't a third party. And obviously we're reading for more than one Libra, so there could be multiple storylines at play here that we are trying to kind of cover. Okay, but I'm going to clarify and see if I can get a little bit more insight on what was going on as far as this deception goes. Okay, well, maybe there were multiple people here. Okay, we've got a lot of court cards here in the mix, okay? We've got a couple of knights and a queen, okay? And, I don't read gender, I read energies here. So take what resonates. But again, for many of you, this was family or money. For others of you, it was indeed another person that was at some point in the mix. And I'm not saying they necessarily cheated. Maybe it was somebody from their own past that preceded you that they were hung up on. Okay, could have been that. Could have been some, just an energetic thing, as more so than just actually something literally happening. Okay, so take what resonates. Okay, a lot of emotion still, and I think they knew you had a lot of emotion here too, because we do have the Queen of Cups that came out as a clarifier. I think there was hope that this thing would be overcome along this path whenever this thing first came out, okay? But at a certain point, your person withdrew. They kind of got combative and honestly got very overburdened and felt like it was just too much to overcome. And kind of like fighting a losing battle with the Nine of Wands here, okay? you know, I don't know, but what you were the one who walked away, Libra, possibly, okay? Because I think that this person may have tried to salvage or had some hope even of salvaging it at some point, okay? I don't know who actually withdrew first. I don't know, but somebody definitely did with this Hermit card here, okay? All right, and I will say this. I don't think that the decision to part ways, whether it was your decision or your person's decision, was done in haste. I do not see where this thing was done in haste, okay, or done impulsively. I think whoever did the bailing, whether it was you or your person, excuse me, while I fix my clothes, but I don't think, I don't know whether it was you or your person, maybe it was even mutual, but I think that there was some thought given to this whole thing. And look, somebody was being manipulative too, okay? But I think that there was some thought given to this thing before the final decision was made by one or both of you, okay? So take what resonates there. I don't, you know, as crazy as it sounds, even though I get deception and sneakiness here, I still think your person had emotion, at least at that time. We're going to move forward in this thing, Libra, but I mean, you know, I know that sounds crazy, but in the best way that this person could, and clearly if they were being sneaky and, you know, deceptive, then they're messed up inside and really don't have the real capability to really, really love. I mean, we just don't until we get to a certain place energetically, okay? And I'm not trying to throw shade, okay? I have been, you know, in situations that are similar to this, okay? But this is very intense, and oftentimes these intense soul connections are exactly what will cause people to act crazy, like what we're talking about, okay? If they're not energetically ready and or staying on top of their energy work when they're in the connection, okay? So, you know, it's the first ones to go south, unfortunately, and no shade being thrown at the south. I am in the deep south, okay? So don't, you know, don't take any offense, those of you who are Southerners, okay? But as far as zodiac signs in this part of the reading, we're going to move forward and see where they are now. But before I go there, I will give you the zodiac signs. We've pulled quite a bit of air, and we have pulled quite a bit of earth, fire, and of course water. We have pulled Virgo energy for a major arcana, but we pulled every single zodiac sign in the minors. I think there was a lot of physical passion associated with this and a lot of emotion. Even at the time this went by the wayside, and I think it was on both parts, okay? I really do. I think this was probably, okay, hold on. I think this was probably a two-way heartbreak, okay? I'm just going to call it that for now, okay? That's what I see from the both of you when this thing went by the wayside, okay? And whoever did the deceiving or the sneakiness, okay, or the whatever the case may be, broke their own heart kind of thing. And I think they were well aware of that. Yes, I do. Okay, so where are they now? Where are they now? Do they still have emotion? Do they have regret? Do they miss you, Libra? Does your person miss you? Do they have regret? Do they still have emotion? Have they released this? Let's see where we are in this thing. How do they feel towards my Libra right now? Fast forwarding to today, the energy of this person as it relates to the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Well, there's still quite a bit of emotion with the Three of Cups here. Yes, there is. Oh, yes, there is. A wish for a new opportunity. A wish for a new opportunity. Oh, yeah, big emotion. Oh, yeah, big fat emotion. Okay, let's talk about this thing. All right, so here again, your person has a lot of thoughts about reaching out, a lot of thoughts about a new start with this thing. They're not happy about the way things are. They are overburdened, but the reason they have not reached out up to now is because they're trying to avoid a disaster. We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse, but yet the Three of Cups in the upright and the Ten of Cups in the upright. Two marriage cards here, plus the Empress, another marriage card, and a pregnancy card, heads up. Okay, they're not happy with the way things are right now with the Seven of Swords, okay? hoping for an eventual new start with the Ace of Pentacles. That's a slow mover right there, okay? And the Ten of Wands in the reverse, though, they're almost like, you know, I'd like to reach out, and, you know, I think they're working on themselves, too. I will say that with the Six of Wands here. That is a warrior and a winner right there, okay? And I think they're trying to maybe heal from this thing. I don't really have a healing card per se. We're going to delve into that maybe a bit more. But the Ten of Wands in reverse, they kind of think that there's so much that they're wondering if it could be overcome, or that you would even entertain this thing. That's what I get. They're trying to avoid drama, and that's and perhaps another disaster, which is why they have not reached out to date, or they're hesitant to. They don't want to be impulsive with this Knight of Swords in reverse either. That's another thing. I think they're taking their sweet time, which isn't always a bad thing if they're in healing mode. Let's clarify the Six of Wands just a little bit about what they're doing. Exactly what are they doing? Okay, so here's what they're doing. They're trying to heal from this broken heart right here. Five of Cups, that's emotional upheaval. You may have blocked them communication-wise, or the communication may just be really crappy, okay? And what they're trying to overcome is egotistical, unstable, controlling, manipulative, you know, just yucky behavior with the Emperor reversed. I mean, everything that goes along with that yucky thing. And that was my clarifier for the Six of Wands. What are they working on? They're working on their ability to communicate better. They're working on their heartbreak, and they're working on their yucky behaviors. Okay, I see that. Okay, so why is this Ten of Wands in reverse here in their current energy? Why is this Ten of Wands here in reverse? What are we thinking? What is this person thinking as it relates to the Ten of Wands? Okay, trying to overcome childishness and money issues, and feeling very overwhelmed and overburdened, just like I said. And they feel like you would just cut them right out. That's why that was my clarifier. That's why they feel like it would be, you know, just too much to overcome. That you feel like they're immature, childish, or irresponsible with money, and that they feel like you're still making the rounds with the Seven of Cups and looking at all your options. And I mean, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. They think that you feel that they are entertaining options. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Okay, and they feel that because of that you would cut them right out. So they feel like it would just be where you wouldn't entertain it. You wouldn't entertain it. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands. Oh, okay, yeah. They know you're heartbroken. Okay? Many of you, you know this is my third party card. And they feel like you can't get past that if that's the third party. Either the heartbreak and or the third party, you know, mess, okay, that we've talked about for some of you, okay? The heartbreak for all of you, okay, but the third party card regardless. You can't get past the immaturity, the irresponsibility, perhaps with money, and the thought that they are just making the rounds, okay? That's what they feel like you can't get past, okay? All right, and as far as zodiac signs in this part of the reading, all right, of course, I have pulled water and air and earth and fire. In the major arcana, we have pulled Aries, and Aries twice, actually, and we have pulled the Scorpio card, okay? But in the minor arcana, you've pulled every single zodiac sign, okay? All right, Libra. So let's look at this. Will they, what are their future actions towards you, Libra? Let me get the rest of my deck up here. What are their future actions? What is this person's future actions towards a Libra? Future actions towards a Libra. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Libra gang. Future actions towards the Libras. Future actions towards the Libra gang. Let's take a look. Oh. Well, you're definitely going to hear from them. There's no doubt about it. Okay. I got two cards telling me yes, and another timing card that we're going to discuss in more detail. The Fool card, Page of Cups, emotional nature of a good news. This is, you know, pages are messengers. They're also children, and this is good news and emotional nature. It is a reach out, okay, a flirt, and probably going to come across kind of subtle with it being a page, okay. I don't get immaturity from this, and I'll tell you why. they're working on themselves. This is going to be a little bit before this happens, okay? I told you I got a timing card. We got the divine timing card. We also got that this person is taking their time and waiting and working on themselves. That's what this card is. And that's going to be, this is going to be all centered around this person being ready. So I am going to ask the question, given the whole reading. I don't always do this, but because of your specifics in your reading, we're going to say, okay, what if Libra reaches out, okay? Or should Libra wait, okay? And get the advice from the tarot about what you should do there, okay? As far as zodiac signs here, we have earth and water, okay? All right, so let's do this, Libra. As I said, let's see what would happen if you reached out. What if my Libra gang reaches out to this person? What if the Libra reaches out to this person from the past that we have been reading about? What if they reach out before the divine timing thing, right? Let's take a look. Okay. There would be communication. It would be positive for a while. There may be some, what's the slowness, or it could be very slow, but you have the Eight of Wands, okay, certainly. But you know what's interesting? All right, you've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, but you got the Five of Cups in reverse, which I want to clarify. That can speak to reconciliation, but this Ten of Cups in reverse is disturbing to me. Okay, so, I mean, because, you know, if you reach out at the wrong time, Libra, it can disrupt the energies of something slated to go well, all right? So I want to clarify these two cards. Nine of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. I would hold off, okay? Flat out. I would let things unfold when they're supposed to unfold. This person is working on themselves. Let them take their time. In the meantime, what I would do is work on me, okay? Because, listen here, if you don't both fix energetically and do the energy work associated with what caused this thing to go by the wayside, and then you come back together too soon, it will cause it to happen again, okay? And it will probably hurt worse the second time, or, you know, the next time. I don't know how many times, you know, this may be, but the next time, okay? So, and that's how that rolls. All right, I've got a boatload of water here, and I also have fire here. So, you know, I do think that there would be some communication, but I just don't think it would end well because the timing is off. I think it would start and then stop again if you reached out. Because why? Because you would disrupt the timing of something that would otherwise work. Okay, so let me just say this too, Libra. Don't put your life on hold for anyone, okay? You fix you regardless. If this person reaches out, they reach out. If they don't, they don't, okay? I would not ever recommend to anyone watching me to put your life on hold. And I'm not saying go out and start dating. I'm saying heal. And then when you're ready, you know, maybe they're on your timeline, maybe not. You can certainly manifest another strong soul connection. Either you believe the law of attraction or you don't, Libra gang. I'm going to pull some overall advice for you. You know, the Eight of Wands and advice is this. Look at what you're doing that's working and what you're doing that is not working and make any changes that you need to make. Okay, and if you want to have a different experience, you got to do something you've never done before, right? Try some energy work if you haven't, right, Libra gang? Try some energy work. Hit my shadow work playlist and heal from this thing. Okay, you are divinely guided. Yes, you are. The Hierophant, that's what that's about. And there's your reminder. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, so don't rush this thing, okay? Don't rush anything. Just let everything in life unfold organically. Everything is happening exactly when it's supposed to. And trust and believe, you are all that in a bag of chips. You just got to step into it, okay? You're royalty. This is the King of Wands. You're attractive, okay? And follow your passions regardless of what they will be. And vibe on your own regardless. You've got to be happy being single before you can come into this thing in a healthy way. Otherwise, again, you will manifest another disaster, okay? And so just remember that, okay? And you have Earth and Fire and Taurus in this part of the reading, Libra. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, I've revamped those. and they're more affordable now. And I've also added the ability to book an emergency reading with me. If you've not subscribed, I invite you to do so, okay? And regardless, please check your notification bell periodically because they do get recalibrated. Make sure you're set to get notified when I upload and when I go live. Thanks, Libra gang. Many blessings.